Hi internet people, this is my Winterween TBR video. So, I have never done this before, but at Fictional Life / Gabby Reads over on YouTube is hosting Winterween January 5th through the 11th, and because I love a reason to celebrate Halloweeny things any time of year, I thought I would give this one a shot. So the themes, there are 5 specific reading themes. There are also some like Instagram specific prompts that you can find on the, this is Summerween is the Instagram. They have all of that listed, but I was just gonna go over the 5 prompts, it's only 5, the 5 reading prompts and tell you what I'm reading for each of them. So to start, I'm actually going to talk about the 2 physical books I have picked. Now, last time I did a reading challenge, there's a hair on my face. There we go. I picked only physical books, which was not intentional. I just couldn't get anything on audiobook format, but that was exhausting. I barely got any sleep during the entire challenge. So this time, because this is always going to happen unless there's a holiday where I get work off in this, most of the days of the challenge, I'm working. I work a normal 9-to-5 job where I can't just be reading all the time. So I did pick 3 audiobooks so that I can get through this challenge without like freaking out that I won't get it done. And then I have 2 physical books, but one of those books I know for a fact is going to take me a while. So for the physical books, I have chosen, the first one is Cinderella Necromancer by F.M. Bowen. Now this is by a friend of mine. I bought this ages ago and I've been waiting for a chance to read it. I am reading this for the Witch on the Cover prompt. So we're going with this Necromancer Cinderella is a witch, which makes sense to me. So the description of this, like the back is a cutout from the book, so I really don't want to give too much away. It does follow the standard Cinderella story a tiny bit, but Cinderella has necromancy powers, and that's all I'm going to tell you because I'm excited to read this. I'm super pumped. This is probably going to be not the first one. I'm going to read this over the weekend. So I have a book planned for the first day, but this will get read as soon as it hits the weekend. So the other physical book I am reading is I have the prompts down here. Read a book with a snowy or winter setting. Now, I was going to do Dead of Winter for this one, and I've already read that. I really like that, but I wasn't going to read it again. I got it from my library, wasn't going to hold on to it. So I am actually going to be reading The Shining. This is not my copy. I am borrowing this from my father-in-law. And I know this is going to take me a while. Anything Stephen King takes me a little bit to get into, and this looks tiny, but it's still $447 for a trade paperback with tiny font. So I know this is going to take a while. I'm going to have to start this over the weekend too when I start Cinderella Necromancer and just like plow through. So this one I knew would take forever. There's a siren outside of my house. I live near a fire station. This happens. We're gonna talk through it though. I'm not giving you a description of this. You know what The Shining is about, I assume at this point. I also want to keep this kind of short. So I will be doing The Shining for the winter setting. Now, the 3 books that I will be doing solely on audio, primarily because I have not been able to get these books in a physical format in any capacity at all. I haven't been able to. I have them on Audible. I'm gonna pull up the names, but I'm not going to actually show you the covers solely because my iPad that I use for Audible does not like doing that. So for purple on the cover, I'm going to read I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me. Again, I don't want to give too much away. I also feel like the purple on this is very dark. And I'm really just using it as an excuse to read this because I've wanted to listen to it forever. I tried to get the book at least 5 times from my library. It's not requestable. It only exists in a very small library that will not give it up. Like, it's either being requested a lot there or they've marked it as new for weeks. And you can't get it. But I really want to read it because it involves ballerinas. Our main character is a ballerina who winds up what sounds like a deal with some kind of devil or demon to become a better ballerina. Now that begins to change her, and I'm just so excited because like catacombs and evil and ballerinas, I'm just really excited about it. But I could only get that on audiobook. So I will be listening to that one. I am going to start with that one on the 5th. That's going to be the first book. I'm just going to start listening to it during work and I'll probably knock it out that day. Audiobooks don't take me very long to get through, which is in part why I picked them. But again, I also could not get a majority of these books at all in any capacity. The one I am reading for W in the title is A Dowry of Blood. I have tried to find this book at a library. I've tried to find this on Libby. I have tried to find this in a Target because we don't have bookstores and that's my only option for books really. I was going to get it on Amazon, but it kept getting marked up a ton. I just have not been able to find this book in a way that I felt like I could get it. I really am trying not to purchase too many books this year, so I didn't want to just buy it for the challenge. If I like it, yes, I would want to buy it, but it was suddenly free on Audible right before this challenge started, so that is going to be very close. Admittedly, I may listen to that one first. I may jump to that one and then start I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast Is Me, but I am very excited for Dowry of Blood. It is written by a vampire bride, technically to Dracula, but he is never named, and I love an epistolary writing style. I grew up with those Dear America books, and I feel like that really cemented my love for like letters to people or like diary entries, so I'm really excited for that one. Again, that one may happen first. Who knows? We'll see how I'm feeling on Friday, but it's happening very soon. I'm just so excited. The final book that I'm doing is read a book in the dark. So I almost did a Kindle book that I could like read on my iPad, and I do still have Slewfoot if I need it. I do still really want to read that, but I can always get that from my library. I do know they have it. So I actually really want to read Mayfly. Nowhere around here has it. My library definitely does not have it. I can't find it at all. I've been trying for, again, weeks to get this book. So I will be listening to Mayfly. Probably not the whole book. The benefit of my office is admittedly I can turn off the lights if I want to and work with the lights off because my monitors are very bright, which probably isn't exactly what you're supposed to do, but it's what I'm going to wind up doing. I can't really listen to it at night. I can't listen to any of these at night because I am married. I share a bed with my wife and a number of dogs, and they do not like when I listen to audiobooks. Now I could find like a short book to throw in here, like a novella or something to read in the dark, or maybe I'll read a little bit of The Shining in the dark. It is possible a number of these will be read in the dark with like a nightlight. But I picked Mayfly specifically for the in the dark prompt because I really want to read it, and that was the only one it would fit with because I didn't think there was purple on the cover. So I am super excited for this challenge. I'm going to try and do the Instagram prompts too. Again, I think there are 6 of those. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to have fun outfits because I can pull out my Halloween-y clothes and wear them, though I do that all the time anyway. But I'll be wearing Halloween-y clothes. I might do my makeup. I think we might try and go book shopping out of our town, which admittedly might mean going to Canada. We are closer to Canadian bookstores than we are to American bookstores, which is so baffling to me. But we might make a trip to Canada this weekend just to like see some bookstores, go to the IKEA. So if I do, I will take you along. I'm thinking of doing some vlogs. I don't quite know how I'm going to do this. I might do a big vlog and just like splice all the clips together. I might do smaller vlogs. I just don't know. Some of these books are going to be so quick for me, I think. That I think a longer vlog will make more sense. But we will see. If The Shining takes me forever, then I might like knock out everything else and then focus on The Shining at the end. And maybe The Shining gets its own vlog. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. But I'm going to go. If you are doing the Winterween challenge, let me know. I'm curious to know what people are reading because I had a lot of fun picking out these books and using this as a means to read / listen to things I've wanted to for ages and have not been able to get a hold of. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I'm very excited. So yeah, if you're doing the challenge, let me know in the comments. You can tell me what you're reading. If you and I have managed to pick some of the same books. I'd just be so curious to know. So yeah, I will be back with vlogs at some point during the course of Winterween. So I'm very excited. I'm kind of rambling. I need to go. I need more coffee. All right. So if you want to find me on Instagram, I am also at Cliff Go Ever After, where I'll be doing hopefully the prompts if I can figure it out. If not, you can check out my videos here. I have a bunch of reading vlogs that I did, and then I have some movie things. I have a bunch of random stuff. I can't focus my content ever. But there are reading vlogs if you want to see them. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. Bye internet people.